I am in Walkersville, even though this is Alex from Mt Airy Mocha.
Yes.
And 3 months in business so far.
Yep.
All right, so you are well versed now to
Kind of.
let everybody know. How has it gone so far?
So far, so good. I go out on the weekends and I do all kinds of events. I've gone to farmers markets. I do other things, big events. I was just at the Brunswick Railroad Days. So
Oh, yeah. How was that for you?
it was very good.
So that would have been
really
kind of
fun,
probably
too.
one of your biggest events so far?
Yep. Yeah, I would top 3.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
So going back maybe 5 months ago,
Yeah.
what made you decide coffee trailer?
Well, so that started back in October-ish of last year.
Okay.
My husband kept joking that he wanted to start a food truck, but he works the weirdest hours and his schedule is constantly changing.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I was like, yes, let's do a food truck. Okay, whatever. And then the more I thought about it, I thought, well, that could be kind of fun. And now I'm like hooked on it. It's got to happen now. But we can't do what he wanted to do originally, which was hot dogs, because hot dogs is like food, and I feel like that's going to be a lot more work for me to do by myself if he
Right.
can't help me. Plus, I'm not sure I want to smell like a hot dog.
Yeah.
As much as I love hot dogs,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to smell like one all the time.
Yeah.
But coffee smells really good, and I've been but I was working at a cafe for like 10 years, all through college and after
Yeah.
college. And every time I left, I would go right back. So then, when we needed to pick something else, I thought coffee smells good, and
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. Right?
Very good.
So that's how this happened. And then I
Okay.
just kind of went crazy with it.
That's a pretty fast turnaround
Yeah.
from basically October thinking, hey, maybe.
Yeah.
And now you have this beautiful trailer
Yeah.
and you've gotten everything up and running.
Mm-hmm.
So in this span of time, what have you learned so far?
So many things.
I know, isn't it funny how it just all happens, right?
The biggest thing I've learned is that the people on the internet that tell you the scary parts about it, like where you're going to work 16-hour days and your hot water is going to just stop working and all these other things, they're totally right. I think between
I was hoping you
every
were going to
day
say
this
they didn't know
weekend-
what they were talking
Oh, no,
about.
I wish. Over this weekend, the event, the Brunswick thing, was 10 to 5 each day.
Yeah.
And I got up at 5, which is sleeping in for me.
Yeah.
But I got up at 5 both days, and I didn't get home until 8 or 9 o'clock. And then I had to go and do my dishes and do all these other things to get ready to go back the next day.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah,
But
those
it was way
event
more fun.
days are long days no
Yeah.
matter, for sure.
But that's what the middle of the week is for me to like, chill out.
Yeah, you get to regain some of that sleep that you're
Yeah.
losing. Have you figured out yet, like, your top sellers so far?
Yes.
Okay.
My vanilla sweet cream cold brew I sell more of that than I do everything else combined every time I open up, I think.
Wow.
If not, it's very close.
Did you know that was going to happen?
I'm glad because it's easy for me to do real fast. It's one of the quicker drinks.
Yeah.
So I'm not upset about it.
Yeah.
I can knock those out really quick, but I was not expecting that at all.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But it is really good.
Yeah. Well, it must be, obviously. It must be. As far as like when people come up to you, like what has that process been like for you when they just say, hey, I want a coffee? I mean, coffee is a pretty universal thing,
Yeah.
right? So that part is good. But is there anything that you're hearing that you think, oh, we need to clear that up? Or I need to, I'm always saying X.
Not a lot, but I have so many options. If you look at my menu, it's kind of large. It's a little overwhelming, but when I tell people I have everything that they normally get at Dunkin' or Starbucks, that usually helps because they already know what their like regular drink is there. So then they just tell me what they want and I can pretty much do it all.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there's not a whole lot except
Yeah.
for my menu. I learned there's a few little weird things on my menu that I could clear up.
Okay.
So when I reprint it next time, when I add some new things and all, I'll just tweak those little bits.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not too many questions.
That's good.
Which I'm surprised by.
Yeah, well, I think again, it's a
Yeah.
coffee thing, and when you say, "Hey, I can basically do what you
Yeah.
what you love, and you're always getting."
Exactly.
How
Makes
many
it easy.
events do you think you'll do before the end of the year?
I am booked every Saturday and Sunday between now and the week before Christmas.
Wow.
Plus at my house on Mondays and Fridays
Yes.
in the morning. And
Yes.
sometimes I go out on Friday afternoons if I have a farmer's market or something like that to go do too. So
Yes, so if
Very
you
busy.
live off Woodsboro, if you drive Woodsboro Pike, Alex lives right off Woodsboro Pike on the main drag, and she pulls up her trailer on Monday mornings and Friday mornings,
Yep.
5 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Yep.
5 a.m. to 9 a.m. You can pull in and get a coffee made from Alex, which is awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool and
Yeah.
smart. Very smart. You're doing it exactly at the time when people want their coffee.
that's what I was
Before
hoping.
your workday starts for
Yep.
real, and yeah, you get to make a few sales.
Yeah.
Have you figured out some new? Do you mess with new formulas or new? Yeah.
So I couldn't decide what specials I wanted to do for fall. So I have 2 fall sets of drinks, and I'll probably have like a holiday and then a winter thing to get me through from December to February-ish.
Yeah.
But I love making new drinks and having the specials, because the specials usually get a little extra something going on.
Yeah.
So they're more fun to make.
Yeah.
And on Mondays and Fridays, before I like announce them to the rest of the world, I have the people that are here, they get like a first glimpse.
Oh, market research.
So that way, yeah, and that way, if there's something weird going on where it takes an extra couple minutes or whatever, or even 30 seconds more than I thought to make a drink, it gives me time to figure out how to fix that, you know?
Ah,
Before
very
I go to a big
nice.
event and I'm
Right.
just like, I don't know what's happening, you know?
Now, do you work this by yourself?
Most of the time.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes my mom comes and helps. She'll do my register. She's
Yeah.
okay enough at it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of buttons to push. It's not her fault.
Very.
But every once in a while, Dan will come on and he'll restock some cups for me or something just because he happens to come out
Yeah.
and I need something. This morning
Yeah.
I ran out of ice and I was like, go get some ice out of the cooler in the truck, you know?
Yeah.
Because I had some left from the weekend, but it was not easy for me to just run out and go get it real quick.
Exactly. When you're by yourself,
But,
that's
yeah.
not easy at all.
No, but I try to be pretty prepared for it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If there was one thing you'd want our viewers to know about Mt Airy Mocha, what would that be?
Oh, I don't know. I just really like talking to everybody. Like, and
Nice.
so that's why I do this is, you know, just
The social part.
to meet everybody. I've met
Yeah.
so many people that live in Walkersville that I had no idea were here.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, it's a big place, even though it's a smaller town.
Sure.
And it's so cool to be able to just talk to them. I mean, I want to sell you coffee too, but
Just
I
saying hi is
love,
good.
but I love when
Step
people
this way.
actually kind of chat
Yeah,
with me.
yeah,
and,
excellent.
You know,
Now, are you from this area?
no.
Okay.
I'm from Odenton.
Oh,
So over near
wow.
Fort Meade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved here because of my husband.
There you go.
We were dating for about 5 months when he bought this house. And I was like, listen, that's a really long drive to just have to go back and forth. I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, that's fine.
There you go. And here
Been
you
here
are.
ever since. Yeah, it was 3.5 years ago now.
Oh, very good. Excellent. All right. Well, you can catch Alex. She's very busy. Do you put all your events on social media?
Yeah,
Where you're
so
going to be?
at the beginning, within the first day or two of every month, I put a monthly calendar that shows where I'm expecting to be and the times and all that. And then every Wednesday or Thursday, I post where I'm going to be Friday through Monday.
Okay.
With actual addresses and like,
Yeah.
those ones are definite.
Yeah,
by
for
then.
sure. Yeah, because I know a lot of times things are penciled in and not fully.
When weather happens
Yes,
and if it's going to
oh.
rain and things get canceled,
Yeah,
you know, I want
that-
to make sure people know.
That too. All right. Catch Alex at one of our area events sometime Saturday, Sunday, now through the end of the year, or Woodsboro Pike, Monday mornings, Friday mornings. You might see her pulled up here and you can grab a coffee and check it out for yourself. You might get one of the new treats too. Who knows? We want to thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
your
Oh,
time.
shaking
That's
hands.
okay.
There we go.
Appreciate your time, and we thank you guys for watching. Mt Airy Mocha. Catch her.